Hi, my name is Victor. Apa kabar? I noticed that some of you guys may not be from town. So this is going to be a very short session, and I just want to share a little bit of background about me, and then we'll zoom right into you. Is that okay? Right? So my background is in social media. I help a lot of companies and brands to build up their social media presence, to build their fan base, and basically to spread the message across the internet for various purposes. Recently, we've worked with a group of NGOs in Malaysia, and the results has been very positive because a lot of times we take social media for granted. We think it's free. Is it free? I mean, to be effective, we're going to talk more about resources. How do you maximize the resources? Some stuff will be free, some stuff will be paid. And I want to give you that insight into what works and what won't work. Everybody okay with that? Okay, cool. This is some of the awards, the features that I featured in. This is a book that I've written. It's called Upsides in a Downturn. Social media, it's kind of in essence to what in line with what this book is about. It's basically about how companies and people survive through tough times. And when we are in the toughest economic situation, we see the best in people being brought out. And even as we go through kind of turbulent times in the world, I would say, there's a lot of challenges that we face, and especially for us here who is trying to do something good for the community, for our stakeholders. So I really, really commend you, and I appreciate this opportunity to be able to share with you. I want to bring this up. Recently, they had a TV show, a reality TV show, and they invited me over to be a mentor. It's like American Idol, where kids come up to audition, but instead of singing or dancing, they come up with a business plan, the business ideas. And this guy, his name is Francis. Long story short, he got into the finals. I guided him there, and I asked him, Francis, look, what do you want to gain out of this? Do you really want to start your business? Because they're auditioning their business in a sense, right? And I said, to start your business, it's not an issue, it's not a problem. I can help you with that. But if your goal is to win that 180,000 ringgit grand prize, it's a whole different game altogether. Now, how many of us here would think that he really wanted to start his business? No one. Or how many of you here think that this guy is in the show just to win the 180,000 prize? Few of us. The rest? No clue, not sure. I asked him, I looked at him eye to eye, and I said, hey, Francis, look, tell me the truth. What do you want? Because when you have different objectives, there are different ways of getting it. And you got to be careful what you want, because you may just get it. So yes, the skeptics are right. He's in it for the money. He's not in it to start a business. And of course, he eventually did win the prize. And the way to win the prize is different from, if the objective was to really start a business. Sometimes there are ways around different things. So this generation that we're dealing with, he's in his mid-20s, 30s. This is the generation we're dealing with, the Gen Ys. And in years to come, you're going to be dealing a lot more with them. You agree? Right? They think different from most of us. I'm past Gen Y. And we need to be prepared. And to be prepared means to be able to meet them where they are, see where they're coming from, and understand what goes into their head. And social media is this platform, this place where they are all growing up with. Today, if we were to leave our homes, or well, you're here today. How many of you left your leave your mobile phones at home? Any one of you? Could you leave your mobile home? Oh, thank you. That's my point. You know, today is different from way back, right? I mean, previously it's like, what mobile phone? You know, you just bring some coins, find a phone booth, and slot in the phone to make a call, right? So the world is changing, and it's changing very, very fast. So here we want to talk about social media as a advocacy tool for what we want to do. And to move on from there, all right, this is going to be a little bit more interactive because, like the story I shared with the young guy who was on the reality show, the objective or what you want really determines, you know, the way to reach it. So in your groups, something to just chat about, something to just think about. Okay, what do you want to achieve? All right, what is your objective with social media? It's a very broad question, I know, but the quality of your answer will determine how we move from here. Because if you're saying, I just want to know about social media, yeah, we can do that. All right, if you're thinking of, hey, I want to reach out, I want to know how to do specific things for your project or your cause, then we will zoom right into it. Okay? So think about 1 minute. This shouldn't take long to think about what you want to do, all right, in this session. It's a short session. This is usually a 2 days thing. And when I met up with Mei-Ching in their office, I said, hey, one is to be just a session where, you know, we just talk about it and not do stuff. And I want to make it really relevant for you. So that's why I appreciate if you respond back or if you think about stuff on what you want to do, because that's how you want because that's how you're going to get the most out of this session. All right. So the responsibility now it's back to you. Okay. 1 minute. Think about what you want to achieve on social media. Right. Sharing, that would be a common objective. Would you not agree? Yeah? Now we're getting a step deeper, you know, from sharing to mobilizing support.
For me, it's to reach out maximum number of people and people at key positions from where I can get like fundraising and to get the move.
How to get money from social media, people from the social media. Okay? Anybody like funding here? Who wants funding here? Oh, nobody. Oh, okay, just a few. This side. Okay, I'm going to be standing on this side. Yes.
Okay. I want to reach out to all the patients I work with, young and old, because they from all over the country, okay, which is a very vast country, and I want them to find a virtual space, a platform for sharing, and I think social media can help me do that.
Okay, thank you. Let me just write this down over here. So we talked about sharing. Sharing, one is to enlist volunteers, right, Mr. Choi? Mobilize support. Enlist or mobilize support. So like getting volunteers, is that part of it? Okay, good. 3 is funding. Anyone else?
Awareness.
Awareness, sharing, okay. Anything else? Okay, so basically promoting your organization. Okay, promotion. Okay, I'll guess it's kind of related. Okay. Promotion. I would call it maybe branding. Is that okay? Okay, you want to do another one, or are we good with this 4? Okay, so we go deep into these 4 areas because these 4 areas can expand into various dimensions that we may not have thought about previously. Social media. This is social media. The space on the World Wide Web for social media is not just limited to Facebook, YouTube. Even though they're huge, there are a lot of social media platforms around. And if Facebook was a country, it would be the 3rd most populated country in the world, probably 2nd by now. Well, I think it's still 3rd, behind China and India. There are 500 billion. 500 billion. How many zeros are there in a billion? 9 zeros. So 500 billion, that's the number of minutes people spend on Facebook each month. How much time are you spending on Facebook? Every day. So this is probably the few or one of the only programs in a workshop that you're going to be, officially doing coursework going on social media. Okay. 25 billion, that's the amount of content, web links, stories, blog posts, notes shared on Facebook each month. Huge number. 1/3 of the female population between the age of 18 to 34. The first thing they do when they wake up, before they go to the bathroom, is to check their Facebook status. If you're this person, don't raise up your hand. Guys too. Okay, I confess it's me, all right, okay. Especially now, if you're a soccer fan, you're a football fan, and if you're like me, I can't wake up like 3 a.m. to watch the match. I'll just wake up first thing in the morning, just check what's the score, all right? And some of you are so addicted to your cause or work that the first thing that you do when you wake up is to check email. Man. 24 hours, that's the amount of video that's uploaded on YouTube every minute. How many of us watch stuff on YouTube? A lot of stuff. I mean, like, get stuff off YouTube. Okay, all right. 2 billion, that's the number of views, the number of people that view YouTube videos in a day. That's like, what, India? China, 95% of companies are using social media, specifically LinkedIn, to find jobs. And if anyone here wants to have a part-time job or income, be a headhunter. Headhunters typically get like 18 to 25% of the person's annual salary as their income. And they're using social media to do business, to find candidates for companies. It's a lot of money. 1 in 6 people got married last year with the people they met on social media. Know anybody of them? Know anybody here? Yeah. Now, okay, just to push this social media envelope a little bit further. Okay, I know we're still okay. We're not that. We're still in this generation, social media generation. Now, what if your child, your son, your daughter comes up to you and say, "Hey, Dad, Mom, I'm going to get married next week with someone I met on social media." How many of you can accept that? Can? So that's something to think about, right? Now the point of it is this, like what I mentioned earlier. The generation that we are dealing with right now, today, right? I depending on where you're at, the numbers are definitely growing. Is a generation that will know social media as their life, their playground. A lot of things can happen in social media. Good stuff, fun stuff, as well as the bad stuff. I'm not sure about where you're at, but here we constantly read stories about people getting swindled over Facebook romance. You know, they think they're Tom Cruise, you know, talking to Tom Cruise, and later when they meet up, ah! See, that's the danger of social media. When we talk about bullying kids, you know, what's bullying? Bullying is, you know, beating up a kid, taunting someone else. But now there's a new phenomenon called cyberbullying. So Facebook, not just Facebook, social media is that place where our stakeholders, patients, and all whoever we want to deal with will be at or are currently at. So we need to equip ourselves into this. Now, before I move on, I'd like to see by a show of hands who here is a hardcore social media user. Well, I mean, I wouldn't say hardcore, I mean, who has to basically check their Facebook at least 5 times a day. Raise your hand, please. Okay. What about the rest? Who here don't go on social media? Oh, I hate social media. This is a domination of the human society. 1. Right. Okay, to make it simpler, all right? Because when we do a workshop like this, it's very important to understand that, you know, there will be those of us who are super addicted to social media, and we probably can't live a life without social media. It's like my life is there, you know. I got to be looking at news feeds over and over all the time. And there will be a group of us that will be like, Facebook. Do they have a lot of faces on the book? Is it like a porn site or something with faces? Right? So it's important for us today, at least in this workshop, to see where we stand so that it can work best for you in this short time that we have. Who here? Yes, hi.
I want to post that on Twitter just now, so can you please move a little bit?
Oh, okay. Okay, addict.
Thank you.
Great. Who don't have a Facebook account here? Because it's important, because we're going to go straight into get into it. All right, okay. Three of us. Four of us. 5, okay. If you don't have one, I maybe you can share with someone. All right? And the rest of us, I presume that you have your own personal Facebook accounts. Who here has Facebook pages for your cause or your organization? The rest, who intends to have one? Okay. So I'm talking to a group that has Facebook pages, and one person who's, yeah. Okay, group pages. Okay, okay, great. So who knows about pages here? Groups? Personal Facebook accounts? Okay, this is where we need to get it right, because you being a user of Facebook is very, very different of using Facebook as an advocacy tool. Right? So we need to be very, very clear about this. It's like, hey, I don't need to know this. I already know this stuff. You know, I'm a super Facebook addict. Very different. You may know, I don't know you personally, but generally there is a misconception that how you use Facebook for yourself is the same as how you would for your own cause. Very, very different. Facebook have 3 products. All right? 3 products. And I will share with you what these 3 products when we get online. But how social media adds into all the things we're talking about here right now. All right, because I promised you that we're going to go hands-on, and we will. All right, but I need to set it in context first. I reset the context for us as users, your patients, your stakeholders. Now I'm going to set it up against the internet, where social media is on the internet. Wired magazine is one of the most respected magazines in the world. I mean, some years back, they came up with this cover: "The web is dead." Who in the right frame of mind would claim that the web is dead? Internet penetration is increasing. What's he talking about? What is Chris Anderson, the editor-in-chief of Wired magazine, talking about when he puts it up on the cover? He backs it up with a chart. Look, the number of web searches are going down. You see that? It's going down. I didn't make this up. It's true, based on the research finding. And it's continuing to go down. This is 2010. We're already 4 years past this. It's continuing to go down. Why is the web declining? Why? Very simple. People are not going on web, as in doing web searches, because of the social media phenomenon. Look at your own lives. How much time do you Google stuff or find stuff versus the time you spent on social media? Where's everybody spending their time? Online, on social media. So if you want to be found, you got to get on social media. One message in social media, translated through these channels, becomes this, viral. And oops, how do we achieve this? You know, if something goes wrong, right, and we get this, the wrong message goes out, what happens to your brand, your message? So we need to be careful. But of course, today, what we want to talk about is how to get your brand up there, how to get your cause to be shared, to increase the awareness, how to enlist and mobilize support, how to get funding and promotion and branding. All right? Okay? Let's go to Facebook. Are you logged on into your Facebook account? Who's planning to log into their Facebook account? Someone planning to log in? Okay, great. I'm gonna log in as well. Just gonna come over here. This is a Facebook page. If you're currently managing one, who's managing one right now? This is what you see, correct? If you are a Facebook user, right, and you don't know what the heck I'm talking about here, can you please raise your hand? Okay, good. The rest? Everyone's okay? Okay, all right. I think this is videoed. I think it's best to experience it if you have a laptop, right? Okay, there are 3 products that Facebook provides. One is the personal page. One is a personal account. One is a Facebook page. This is a Facebook page, and Facebook groups. I'll tell you the difference between the 3 products. The first product is the account that you and I have. this is your Facebook page, your personal page, right? A page, not a personal account, a page is for companies or brands or causes, which is something you want to build up. Because your personal page, number one, your personal account, number one, can only have 5,000 friends. If you want to reach more people, you need an account that can support more fans. And that is the Facebook page. If you're wondering how you create a page, go to the site, create a page. I'll just run through it very quickly. Are you a local business, company, organization, institution, brand, etc.? A cause or a community? This is you, right? Just follow through and you create a page. Again, why we want a page is because you want to reach out to more people. You want to have more people on your page. The next product is a Facebook group. On your left side, here, you can see groups. And you can create a group over here. Why we want to create a group for your cause? Usually we don't talk about groups, but in this particular workshop, I feel I need to talk about it because groups is a Facebook product where people whom you enlist as a member of your group can have that conversation. You realize that Facebook don't allow you to keep your fans' email addresses? Is email important to your organization? To share advantage, to enlist, to fund? Right? So you need to have access to your members. Groups allow you to do that. They don't provide you with their emails, but every time you update something in your group, everyone in your group sees it, and it goes into their mailbox. Awareness. The truth is, if you have a Facebook page, every post you put up may not reach all the fans that you have on your page. Get it? Everybody's following? All right. So that's why we want to set up a group. Because groups, there are open, closed, or secret groups. And these are, as you walk through the creation process, you can figure this out. All right. But I need to bring this awareness of these key 3 products. So you'll be thinking, hey, should I have, what should I create then? The best practice for NGOs, especially a cause like yours, would be to create both. There's no limit. A page is for you to advocate. A group is for you to communicate. Not that a page you can't communicate, it's just that it's not realistic, and I'll show it to you in a second. If you have questions, please let me know. Please jump in. This is a page. Of course, I have access to several pages. That's what I do. Right? You can see there are 48,000 likes or fans here. But guess how many people are being shown whatever I post? That's where you go on insights. I'll talk a little bit about this in shortly. My post is only reaching 1.9 1,900 people. What does this mean? What is the percentage of my message reaching out to my 50,000 fans? Is that high or low? Is that what you want? No, right? So that's why it's important to have two groups and pages for this particular setting. You want to be found on social media. We talked about the web being in decline, correct? Right? Web is dead. Well, it's not really dead, but it's declining. How can you get searched? There are so many Facebook pages in the world. How do you ensure your Facebook page gets up there or it's searched? Now the best practice is this. You go to settings. Anybody already onto their own Facebook pages with this? Are you following? If not, help yourself. No, just kidding. All right, please follow along, or just take key notes, like settings, pages, groups. Please populate, Please populate every single field here in your settings. All right, sorry, page info under settings. Every single field here must be filled out. Why do you need to fill this up? So that it can be found, so that it can be easily found. That helps you in your awareness and your sharing, your promotion, and your branding. These are basic stuff that you can apply. Now the next thing you're probably thinking of is, hey, what am I going to share? What do you want to share in your page? You guys are very busy, obviously, right? You don't have time to hire a social media manager to post stuff up. And it's very, very cumbersome to just sit in front of the computer to post messages, to find content and to post stuff. Everybody feel that? You guys feel that? Right? So what do? Well, yeah, you can share. But what time do I share? What's the best way to share? What's the best content to share? Go to Insights. Scroll down. Look at, these are your posts. These are your posts. You see the reach. Those with the highest reach means that these posts are getting across better than others. I know this is a little bit technical already, but that's the intent of this workshop, is not to just give you with the overall stuff, but yeah, but also to give you a real hands-on feel of what you can do about it, because it makes sense, right? It's all here. Look, of these 5 posts, these reach the most people compared to this. What post is this? Blessed Mother's Day, thanks for giving birth to us, and enduring us, caring for us, etc. This is a low reach post. This weekend is a wonderful time to spend quality time with your kids and family. What does it tell you? It tells you one thing. What's this? Video works best on Facebook. everybody's page is different. But if you look at the insights, you can get an idea on what type of content to post. So I'm breaking it down for you, pages and groups, content, insights, and the type of content. What is the next best? I can't recall what icon this is, but it's working. So you click on the post and you can see what you did right. Now, social media is really not just about one platform. And I'm going to talk to you about other platforms as well. So here, this is what Facebook is. The next level down is the content. When I say content, I'm talking about this stuff. What do you post? A lot of folks are just posting it as and when they are free. Not good. Not good. Because if you were to look at your insights, you can see what time works best for you. It's all in insights. You have all this in your page. If you have a page, you can get this. Right? So if you don't have your laptop with you, jot down insights. Where do you find the insights? When you are onto your page, you click on insights, this is what comes out. When you're there, look at the type of post that makes most sense, as in reaches the highest number of people or the highest number of engagement. Look, this has 500 over reach. This page is it's a new page that I recently created. But everybody get the idea? Like that social media is not just play, that it's a very systematic tool that you can use. Look at what time post works best. So here, for this particular page, it looks like the peak is 9 p.m. Therefore, post at 9 p.m. Don't post at 6 a.m., for example. I don't know, maybe some of your pages in the insights will show that it's best at 6 a.m., right? I'm not here to tell you it's right or wrong. So you know what type of post to put up, when to put up. Now let's see how you're going to put it up at this time. Most of us here don't work at 9 o'clock. Or if you're doing work, I hope you're not working on social media, or rather working on your patient or cause. So please go to this website called Hootsuite, HOOTSUITE.com. This is free. How many of you are using Hootsuite? If you don't have it with you, write down Hootsuite.com. So with these few keywords, you go back, you can run through this yourself. Hootsuite is a free tool. They have a paid model as well, but for us, I think it's free because it's up to 2 persons to manage the account. Hootsuite allows you to schedule your post. That means you can set a time in a week to come up with 5-10 posts for the next 2 weeks. Saving a lot of time, right? Well, number one, you know what time works best. Number two is you know what type of content works best. This is a lifesaver for me, right? Is this useful? Is this site useful? Okay, everyone's too engrossed in their sites already. All right? Yeah, sign in. Okay. All right, it looks complicated, but it's really not. You compose the message or messages, and then you just schedule it. Look there. And why I like this is because chances are, if you're serious about advocacy on social media, you would have more than one social media platform besides Facebook. You would have Twitter, you will have LinkedIn. This platform here allows you to post one message scheduled by you across 3 platforms. Saves a lot of time, increases productivity. Okay? Just that. Now you're probably wondering, okay, what kind of content should I put up? What content exactly? I know video works, but I don't have video all the time. Okay, maybe I'll do a poster. What do I do? Very simple. Go to canva.com. These are resources, and I can tell you this, if you engage a social media marketing agency, they charge you a lot more for not telling you that these are the resources that they use. And it's free or close to free. So there's a lot of monetary value in this workshop. Now, think about it. What kind of content works best? Do you think typing some words will get your message across? If you think so, I'm sorry to disappoint you that Facebook don't look at those posts as very high quality posts. You need a picture or a video. All right, so here you think about, okay, I have a picture. Where do I get pictures? I don't have the budget to hire a designer. Who here have a budget to hire an advertising agency to do design or visual stuff for you? You have a budget for that? That's awesome. Would you like to do it for free? Okay, that's great. Everybody go talk to Georgie's agency. All right, so for some of us who are not that privileged, oops, I'll just log in. All right, and this site allows you to be your own. This is a project we're working for a client. Your own graphics designer. You don't need to know graphics design. All the posters, all the brochures that you want to create, you can do it here. Okay, you want to create a poster for your campaign, or a brochure, or a presentation like the slides you saw I did. So what I did was, I'll say I'm here to create a poster. I click poster. It shows me what kind of layout or template I want. Maybe I like this, some balls, or something like this here. Okay, I'll modify from this into a poster of mine, awareness. So what I'll do is, I delete the picture. I think this is the picture, yes. And I can change the background to say, I have a lot of options here. Okay, I'll just go with this. See how it's changed? I don't like this font. I'm going to change it. I'm going to change the word. Awareness. Or be aware. Okay, awareness. So you get the idea, right? You can just add a text box. Add a text box. Add your text. Select the color you like. Insert designs. And there you have it. Your very own graphics tool. And here, if you're talking about social media, I don't know why I can't move this. You can customize the height and the width if you want. Right? I can drag this across. Yeah, okay, see? You can drag this across. So you want to create business cards, invitation, Facebook ads, Facebook post, which was what I was talking about earlier. You create a Facebook post with your logo, find some quote somewhere, play with the fonts. And save it. And there you have it. Your Facebook content that you can schedule for the week, for the 2 weeks, and it's all here. Is this a useful tool for your cause? Right? And it looks great, you know. I mean, I could probably charge, you know, if I use this for someone, right? Yes.
I have a question. So you
Sure.
can create your post in this site, and
Yep.
then how do you schedule it? You have to go to the other site, so how do they relate to each other?
Okay, this is where you create the visual for the site.
Oh, you create that, like
A visual.
photo, yeah.
Yeah, like this.
Ah.
You create this in Canva. You schedule it in Hootsuite. And because you know how to use Facebook, you're using the insights
Right.
to tell you when is the best time, what is the best content,
Okay.
right?
Right.
So I'm going to close the loop on this. Now, when you post something, does that mean it gets viewed? Oops, it doesn't, right? Because earlier we looked at a page and it's like 50,000 fans, but it's only reaching to 2,000 people. How do you boost views? Simple. Like your own post. You know, it's like if you're running for office or something, you know, will you vote for yourself? Yeah, right? Like your own views. Comment on your post. Let me see where. Okay. All right, you comment on your post, and you tag something onto the post. Right? So that why are we commenting or liking our own post? Because to Facebook, only the most relevant content gets pushed up into your fans' page, what they see. So you need to like your post, you need to comment on your own post so as to boost up what they call the page rank, H rank for that particular post.
Victor, I have a question.
Yes.
When you say boost up, right?
Yeah.
How does Facebook actually categorize which one to boost? Does it mean that it goes by the most liked or the most commented post?
Yes, thank you for a good question. This is a very common question. The answer is, it's a secret. Facebook will not reveal it, just like how Google won't reveal to you how to boost your search up to be up there. So the rule of thumb is highly engaged posts get boosted up higher. So we kind of covered the promotion and the branding side, right? I covered the sharing and the awareness. Okay? Now let me talk about enlisting and mobilize. Okay, let me talk about funding first. How many of you like funding? Ooh, I love funding too. How many of you guys are on LinkedIn? 2, 3, few of us. Let's get on LinkedIn. What are you guys using LinkedIn for? Anybody would like to comment? Networking. How are you doing that, sir? Okay. Sir, you have LinkedIn? Okay.
I follow companies there. Then they
Right.
post a job hiring, stuff like that.
Okay.
If they want, and then I interact with them, the job contractors, and then I get for interview calls and things like that.
Okay. Now here's the problem with LinkedIn. LinkedIn is essentially a social media platform for professionals. Every one of us here should have a LinkedIn account. Because the people who are on LinkedIn are the captains of the industries, the people who runs the departments you want to look for, etc. This is not for play. Let me see if I can remember my LinkedIn account. Oops. On my computer, this is not my laptop. Usually, it's auto-save, the password. Oops. This is. Oh, I see. Okay.
Is there an app to remember all passwords?
I wish there was. I think it's this. Okay, yes, this is my profile. All right. Now, let me share with you what is the most important thing on your LinkedIn profile. I'm just going to go like 1 minute on here. Your description. You have a description on your profile. That is the most important thing. The rest of the stuff, you can work on it later. All right? Your history and all this kind of stuff. You just run through that flow and you get it right. Same like Facebook. The first thing I talked about Facebook, about being able to find you got to populate your account with information. Same with LinkedIn. Now the problem with LinkedIn is this. LinkedIn don't allow you to connect with people or email people for free. All right, you got to pay like a few $100 US to be able to email someone, to find someone. But let me get to finding someone first. This is maybe simple for some, I'm not sure, so I just want to cover this. If you want to look for someone to solicit sponsorship or to find someone to be on your board or to connect with, let's say I'm looking at the corporate communication, CSR manager. CSR manager, I'll see all the people with CSR manager title or groups to be here. CSR manager of a particular company, let's say Coca-Cola. Okay, obviously you need time to skim through whether it makes this person is the right person or not. The first thing is you already found a person with a name. Now let's assume that Felix is the right guy. I can't just connect with him because I don't know him. It shows here too, it means that I know someone who knows him. Let's assume that I don't know Felix at all. How do I get in touch with him? email him, dummy. But no, LinkedIn charges me, right, to email people. So what do? We use some dirty tricks. Well, not quite. Past CSR manager at Coca-Cola. This guy, eh? You want to know who's the current one. So I looked at his profile. I'm looking at his profile. I probably, know all about his history already. I'm just scrolling down. I like to see what groups he's joined. Okay. See these groups? Right? If you see him joining this group, so what I'll do is I will click on this group and join this group. Because when you are in the same group as the person you're looking for, you can connect with that person there. Hey, Felix, been trying to get you. Save you a few $100 a month already. Right? So of course there are a lot of stuff we can do. You can create your own organization's page on LinkedIn. And if you have a LinkedIn account, please have a photo. Okay?
Must be a handsome photo.
Yeah, a photo. Unless you're trying to fool around, and stuff like that, just have a selfie or something. Okay? So, connecting to people is key for funding. And this is where LinkedIn comes in. You can use Hootsuite to populate your content on LinkedIn, because chances are you are not updating any content at all. Like these guys. Are you updating any content? Maybe, maybe not, unlikely. So what we do is you use Hootsuite and you populate the content that you're going to share on Facebook and Twitter to be on LinkedIn as well. So, questions?
I have a question here.
Yes, hi.
Sometimes when I look for somebody in LinkedIn and it says it's a second connection, is there any way that I can see which of my connections is connected to him?
On the right side. Let's look for CSR manager Coca-Cola again.
Felix, your friend.
Yeah. Well, not my friend. My friend's friend. All right.
Right.
Click on Felix. Oh, the other thing is people similar to Felix. So it's like, okay, if I can't get Coke, maybe I can get Pepsi or someone else, right? At the bottom, let me just close this. Here, Shiri, right?
Okay.
You can ask Shiri to introduce you
Right.
to Felix.
Now, the other thing is sometimes I get people that are wanting to meet my connection, but I have no idea, I don't know them. So I typically don't accept them.
Okay.
Am I supposed to want to accept them? Are you supposed to be connected to people you actually know, or are you supposed to want to be connected with everyone?
Okay, good question. Because if yes, it's true. But again, what do we talk about early on? My adventure with the young boy on a TV show. What's your objective, right?
Right.
What's your objective? Is your objective to build a network for professional reason? Imagine you are in a cocktail party and you got to know someone and you exchange cards. That adds on to your network, yes or no?
Yes.
So LinkedIn is a place where professionals hang out on social media. And do you want to expand your network? So that's a question you need to answer,
Right.
right?
Well, I usually suspect of people that are sending blind invitations.
Mm-hmm.
I suspect that either they're looking for a job or that I don't know why they're connecting me with me. They just want to send me a lot of content that I'm not interested in.
Okay. Number one, it's expensive to send you content because I need to subscribe to LinkedIn and pay that whatever fee. I think it's like $150 for 5 emails. They call it in-mail, 5 in-mails, or something like that, a month. Or something like that. I'm not sure if they changed the pricing or not, but I'm not paying for that. Right? So it's expensive to send you an email. So that's a deterrent that LinkedIn has taken to ensure that there is no spam or lower spam. If you want to spend something, you've got to really pay a high price for it. So again, to your objective, if you were in Facebook, do you want to add everybody? Your group, your Facebook group, do you want to add everybody who wants to join? I wouldn't allow it. I would tell them to join my page first, where it's more public. Group is for, communication, leadership team, really, so you can set up like leadership team for your group. You can set up patient support groups, and you don't want people you don't know to join that platform. But LinkedIn, for me personally, it's a playground where it works both ways. You never know who can help you, right? So, and there's no quota. I tend to just accept people who want to add me. However, if people who want to add you and you click, I don't know this person. Okay, this guy is taking a risk because you can't have more than 5 times, to connect with someone you don't know. Your account gets suspended. Yeah. So you need to have a fair amount of confidence that that person will likely accept me and will not say, I don't know this person. Okay? Funding part? All right? Now we go on to the enlisting and mobilization of support. Go to this site, shortstack.com. 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 First, look at the pricing. It's not free. It used to be free. I have an account, but it's worth to invest. I don't get anything out of it. If you want, you get direct access there. All right? And why I do it is because of this. You look at all these tabs here. The pink, hello, and all those kind of stuff. If you look at your page, Facebook don't get you this stuff here. You have to pay money to someone like ShortStack to load these apps. They call it apps, tabs apps. Why it's important for me is because I like people to be able to contact me and give me their emails. So you see here, this is a place where it looks like a website, but it's not. and I can get them to look at a map. And there is a entry form somewhere. Maybe it's not here. Yeah, maybe it's here. Okay, programs. Let's try here. You can have sliders. Why I'm really passionate about this is because it really adds a very, very cool dimension to Facebook. I can do stuff like this. Because remember, your posts don't get to be seen by too many people, right? And if you have too many posts, the important posts get really low. Of course, you can pin it up, but you only can pin one post up. So this is like my brochure on Facebook. And the best of all, I can collect emails. Currently, Facebook do not allow you to collect emails. So this is the place to get it. I remember it's free. I think there's still a free plan somewhere because you just use less stuff. Okay? So this will help you to enlist and mobilize support. Hey, who wants to volunteer? Click on this link. Sign up now. Here. Okay, time's running out. I want to talk to you about YouTube. YouTube is a really good platform for you to, it's not populated. This is, to own a channel, to create a channel, a TV channel, right? You can add your videos and whatnot here. And you can share it on Facebook and YouTube and Twitter and LinkedIn. Why am I doing this? Remember the slide that one message across the various social media platform gets boost, like goes viral like no one's business. These are the few key things. Use your phone. We're not looking for a major production, Hollywood style kind of video. We're looking for real stories. And those are the stuff that will generate a lot more interest. Now, you being a advocacy group, some best practices would be, sorry, let me just go to a page. Well, I can go to a page from here. Okay, this is a children's business. A lot of times, people will expect pictures of kids in the children's business. Best practice-wise, no. Why you don't want to do that? Because you don't want to have a stranger to identify your child attending, knowing what time that program he or she is attending, and waiting for that person to come in and pick or kidnap that person. Right? So same thing for advocacy groups. My suggestion, it's your discretion to actually post names, tag people, patients, details onto pictures. Of course, pictures speaks a lot louder than a paragraph, but it's really the discretion that you need to make. It's a person's privacy. So that's one thing I made a mental note, and Mary and I were just, Mitchell was just discussing earlier, hey, this is something important to think about. Okay? So I think I kind of covered in these 4 areas in a short 1.5 hours. And that's why I say, those with the burning questions, those with a clear idea of what they want to get out of this session will benefit the most. Anything else? Has this been useful? Yes? Yeah.
but the reach is just 1.9K. Whereas in the case of Twitter, if you have 50,000 followers, your reach is 50,000.
Correct.
Not like this. So why don't we use Twitter more instead of Facebook?
How many of you have Twitter accounts? How many of you think that people actually care about what you post on Twitter account?
I care.
The hashtags.
Right, besides yourself. So my point is this: unless you're a politician, a superstar, a movie star, people will follow you and will be very, very keen to know what's happening. Other than that, manage your expectations. I'm not saying no. Yes, when you post something on Twitter, it goes to all your followers. But your followers are also subscribing to other stuff. Yes?
I follow a movie star. I request my movie star friend to retweet my tweet. He does.
That's awesome. That's a
He does
super duper good way to.
He does it. I follow a journalist who has like, I don't know how many thousands. I
That's
ask her to retweet.
the best practice.
She retweets.
Okay, so I think we should add her as a friend for you to add your celebrity friends on our social media platforms. Yes, do connect with celebrities or if you have. Yeah, that's actually a very good idea. You know, on social media, I know a lot of celebrities are out there, and they don't mind working with advocacy groups like ours here. And if they can share or retweet a message, that would boost up all these things here. So how to connect to a movie star? I'm not too sure. But yes, social media will be the first place to start. Okay, YouTube. Not many people have a YouTube account. Who has a YouTube account here? Company-wise? Brand-wise, I suppose. So the first thing you want to do is create a cover photo of your YouTube channel, because you're literally owning this channel. Where can you create this cover for the channel? Go to canva.com, right? Okay? Now, where do you get content? Because, you know, we're talking about videos here, not static pictures, right? Use your phones. Okay, the best practice for videos is this. Whatever video you post up, let's say, for example, this is just a test. Okay, I'll click on this video here. I'll just, okay. You need to populate, again, you need to populate the description with the keywords so that it's easily found. Okay? Now, who wants to have access to really, really cheap video editing resources? Since, sir, you mentioned, right? Right. Editing videos is a very expensive endeavor. But you know you have some video shots here and there. You like to piece it together. You like to put a watermark there. Because watermark is very important. Anybody know what the watermark is? On a video, there is a sign, you know, sign up now or whatever, signature on the video. Because you don't know when someone is actually watching the video. Very few people watch from start to end. So they can't really wait for the last scene where your contact details are there. So you need a watermark. Okay, so when you create a video or you want to put out a video based on your handphone, you need it to be edited. Maybe manage the sound, put a watermark, okay, some music, etc. Or maybe a voiceover. How much would a voiceover talent cost you? Like to guess? Yeah, voiceover like, welcome to whatever, you know? Those kind of professional radio voice DJs, you know? How much should that cost you? $300? In Malaysia, it costs you 300 ringgit, 900 ringgit for a 30-second ad. Yeah, about three. Yeah, there's a site called Voice Guild. You can check it out. But I don't use that. All right, we do workshops like this. We help groups like yours to really bootstrap. Go to this site called Fiverr, FIVERR.com. Everything on this site is $5. Voice over. You want a North American sounding voiceover? A British accent voiceover? What would you like? Male, female? Okay, let's try with this. $5, you send your script over. Let's check it out. No, it's not free, it's $5. $5, yeah? It's not free, yeah? $5.
As a small business or an individual, you're looking for a professional voiceover. For $5, you can hire that voiceover today. Only available on Fiverr.com. Hey Fiverr, this is US Voiceover Male, and well, that's exactly what I do. Unfortunately, I can't show you who exactly I am because I actually do this professionally, I do it full-time, I do it every day. So I can provide you with professional voiceovers all day, every day, within 24 hours, and it's guaranteed. So order your voiceover today. Thanks.
Okay? Now, there are a lot of scams going on the internet, so I would only use this site for voiceover and video editing. All the other stuff, I don't use. I will provide professional video editing. Of course, you need to check, you know, how many stars the guy has, how many work, how much job they have done, and basically read the terms and conditions. Usually they will do like watermark for $5 and stuff like that. You have, but it's very hard to do. It's hard to use. Actually, YouTube allows you to edit as well, but it's hard to use. Just like Facebook, they have a scheduler tool that not many people use. But I show you Hootsuite because it can save you time across all the other social media platforms. Yes. It is a good supporting platform. I would not use it as a leading platform, because you cannot interact with the other person. You can put out videos, right? People can subscribe to your channel, but nothing beats Facebook because you can share and it can be reshared and comments and all that. Yeah, that's what of course there is comment section on YouTube, but I personally feel that Facebook is still the best platform for advocacy. To prevent people from posting insults, etc., set up rules on your Facebook page. There's a section on notes. Go to settings. Go to edit page, edit settings, page info. You can put your rules here, or set up notes. Can't seem to find where the notes is. But yeah, in the page info you can put it there. Profanity is banned from this site. Your post will be deleted if you are found to break these house rules, so to speak. Then if someone posts it, what do you delete it? Hey, you cussed in the group, in the page. So thank you very much. Continue to press on. Thank you.